Go on. What's up, everybody? What's up? It's been a while since I've been able to come live, so man, oh man, football is back. Football is back. Bless up yourself, my guy. Bless up yourself. Thanks for showing up. Um, so right now we're here to preview Manchester United and Tottenham tomorrow. We're gonna be previewing that game tomorrow, but really and truly, what we want to do is to focus on some of the games that happened today. We're gonna talk a little bit about Manchester City later on today. They're losing today, which means that with two games in hand and leading by 14 points, Manchester United have a chance to actually drop the lead to about 8 points. And we know that at this point, Manchester City is not really caring about the league, as by all accounts, they might have already had that in the bag already. But there's still something left to fight for. So looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the game against Spurs. We're going to talk about also the games that happened today. Liverpool last minute winner. We're going to talk about, of course, Manchester City losing, Chelsea winning 4-1, 4-0, or 4-1, I think. So lots of game to talk about. We have a few people coming on to represent their teams today. We're going to talk about transfers as well. Basically, what, you know, other teams are looking forward to getting transfers. So let me just check the volume real quick to see if it's actually working. Yep. Shut up and running. So yeah, we're talking about transfers. We know the season is coming to an end, so a lot of people talking about transfers. We're going to talk about Harry Kane, his possible transfer away from Spurs, especially if they don't make it to the Champions League. We're going to talk about the players that Man City might bring in, the players that Arsenal thinking about bringing in. We're going to talk about the players that Chelsea might bring in, even though they brought in our entire squad last year. Manchester United as well. Hopefully they can bring in a few players and maybe some tactical insight. We're only going to be here for like 45 minutes. So we're going to get the ball rolling soon enough. I'd like to initiate our conversation, and feel free to jump on at any time and ask the questions that you want. But I'd like to initiate our conversation by talking about the team that Manchester United should be choosing tomorrow against Spurs. Now, no one wants to talk about the loss that Manchester United lost earlier in the season to Tottenham, 6-1. Started off well, got a penalty in like the first minute, and then it all went to shits from there. But to be honest, and in all honesty, I think that tomorrow against Spurs is going to be a different game. Obviously, Manchester United didn't start out the season well because of that lack of preseason. Amongst other things, Spurs is not in good nick. Manchester United is second in the league, and this is a win that we desperately need in order to get some respectable, to get some respect on our name in terms of fighting for the championship and not just capitulating to Manchester City. So I'm looking forward to that. Couple other things I like that before we get into the formation and what I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should be focused on tomorrow. We have to give a big shout out to the under 18s. The under 18s, Manchester United under 18s won today, I think 6-5-1. Charlie McNeil, the prolific scorer that we bought from Manchester City last year. This man got what? A hat-trick of assist and a goal himself. Garnacho got a goal. Staying on the youth team, we had a bunch of people signing new contracts, like Charlie Savage signed a new contract. You might not know who Charlie Savage is, but you know who Robbie Savage is. So if you're a Manchester United fan who's been following the team for a while, Robbie Savage played for Manchester United, and his son, who's a midfielder, is also playing for Manchester United, or just signed his first senior contract. Zidane Iqbal signed a senior contract as well. Anthony Langa signed a senior contract. There's bright hopes for this year. He plays on both wings. Very quick, skillful, can finish on either feet. Manchester United are talking much about him and the prospects of him actually doing well. So looking forward to that one. Who else signed a senior contract? Yeah, we missed a lot of players that signed their senior contract this year. Tenem Mengi, who's on loan at Derby County, he signed a senior contract as well. We have a lot of players that are coming through the ranks. It worth being mentioned that Elanga just came back from a shoulder injury, so Fame thing done set up already. We have Elanga who just come back from a shoulder injury, so he signed a new contract. And about Medri signed a new contract. This man like 19 years old, and he's probably going to be one of the best midfielders you'll ever see in the world. We're bringing a few people in a few minutes, but a couple other things to talk about Manchester United before we get into that. Man like James Garner still killing it down at Nottingham Forest. He's a loan at Nottingham Forest. A lot of Premier League teams talking about possibly bringing him in next year. No, I don't think Garner is ready to play for Manchester United. He's just 20 years old and he's playing in the Championship, bossing it down there in the Championship. But we've seen players come out of the Championship and play in high levels like Jude Bellingham. Right now, he's playing for Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League quarterfinals, and last year this time he was playing in the Championship for Birmingham City. So I don't see why James Garner couldn't join the team and do a better job than what Fred is doing right now. But enough of that. We'll talk a little bit more about Manchester United. Right now, we're going to bring in a man who just started watch football because he just support Manchester City, and we know Manchester City just started play football like, I don't know, 4, 5, 10 years ago. So we bring in Champelli for the thing. Sham.
Yeah.
Go on.
There.
So Sham, explain to me, because it's the first time you pop up on the thing, you know. So tell me, what go on? Why you support Manchester City?
Well, I have been a long-standing supporter of the great Liverpool from birth till me reaching my teens and me start get some sense. And me say, wait, them man have an ambition. I'm tired of the heartbreak year after year after year. This is how close Liverpool come year after year. I'm saying,
30 years.
Yeah, man, enough of this. You see me? So me just spot a little team and you see me start support them from way back in the day before the big money Dede and Ray. You see me? Yeah. So me not care what nobody wants to say. I'm not a wagonist. You see me? The real brethren them know. You see me? Yeah. When them want to say Manchester City, I hold them. You see me? A long time I support the team. So me just, you know what? Me just sign a new citizenship paper and I'm with the citizens. You see me?
Me respect your honesty. Me respect your honesty, Sham. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not beating. So me could talk about today game, Zine. Why I think before we even talk about the Champions League, I mean not say that Man City are focused on, but why I think Man City lose today?
Alright. I will never claim to be a professional. This is just my honest opinion. The game was lost on paper before it was actually lost. You see, and this is from the managers. Bro, if you want to be the greatest, you have to be the greatest right through. You see me?
Right.
And go slow, too fast. Please go slow. You see, you cannot put out a mediocre team. No, let me not say a mediocre team. You cannot put out players on the field that do not gel together. You see me? Not because we are City, right? And we have great players and we have a certain aura about us. No, that doesn't mean that these guys don't want to come there and beat us at home. How do you lose 2-1 to Leeds in your own house? Explain that to me. And then nobody in their right mind wouldn't say, change the game. Bruh, them Leeds man sit back in them. The last time I see defending like that was that old Chelsea team, the original brick wall.
Chelsea team, yeah. The Mourinho team.
Chelsea. Them man squash hopes and dreams. That's how Leeds was playing defense to them. Now the next thing, as a player, none of these players didn't take the initiative to change the ball game, right? Say to your team, hey buddy, let's draw them guys out. You're doing the tick-a-tack around the box, and it is getting nowhere. Shots outside the box were trash. Nothing on target. The game was lost on paper before it even started playing. Now
True.
60 minutes. All right, let me be reasonable. 75 minutes into the game. The manager sit down there. Granted, you already put on Phil Foden, right?
Yeah.
Bro, like use your blinking common sense. The game is on the line. The game is on the line, right? Not because we are a
So who
certain
else in
team.
what? So who else in the for play? Be honest now. Who else should he play?
You could have put on KDB. You could have taken off Jesus or Sterling, put on Aguero. Put on anybody else besides what was there. Something to change the dynamic of the game.
Right, but when you think about it, Sham, it's like him off it. Remember the Champions League, they're right around the corner, and him actually manage him
Right,
squad, See,
right.
so do you think it's a situation where Man City and the Man City management start feel like say the league won already, them already win the league, so them not have to
Right.
worry about
It is
this type of
never
thing.
it if this is how they are thinking. I know you have to be very strategic in your player in using your players,
Right,
especially because of the level of competition that City is in right now, right? We have we have we have the Premier League, two other domestic leagues, we got the Champion League, right? That's
right,
that's a whole lot of football. And I
exactly.
guarantee you, I personally would mind winning everything. That's me. I want to win everything. Just to establish being the greatest. Now, with that,
Exactly.
right? With that being said, even though, hey, don't go that far. Even though 60, 70 minutes into the ball game, you say, all right, I think we scored back. I forgot what time we scored back, right? And the brilliance of that goal, it was so clean. It was literally one touch, pop, pop,
I
pop.
think about
Then
70 minutes to score back,
Bernardo Silva did a little thing to create some space, but it
Right.
was so clean. And I'm like, okay, you did it, do it again. They revert back to the knocking the ball around the bloody box. That doesn't make any sense.
Where does that lady live?
She live in her house. Come on.
So all right, hear me now. Hear me now.
Mm,
That's what I think, Zine. Like right now, just laying out the facts for you a second. Right
mm,
now, the way it stand, we have 2 games in hand, right?
yeah,
And we only lead by 14 points, which means that if Manchester United win them extra 2 games, we only lead by 8 points.
yep,
And
yep.
at this so it gets sticky because tomorrow I don't know how the rest of how much like who else will not play for the next 6 games, but I do know tomorrow playing we still have Tottenham left for play.
Yeah.
I think we still have Leeds left to play again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we don't have no more Arsenal game left. We play Chelsea twice already, play Liverpool twice already.
Yeah.
Right? We play you guys twice already. So
Some.
all of the big teams them are supposed to play right. I don't think Man City have any big teams left to play either.
I
However,
think. I think. All right. You know what? You're right. I was just about to make a mistake and say, Everton, but they're not a big team.
Everton on the big side, so even now Shaquille can go Everton on the big side.
but
So,
but you see, but this is the thing. This is the thing, right? Even though we have a little points cushion, right? That's not where it is. It's up for. Even though we have a little points cushion, right? We still cannot rely on. Oh, excuse me, gentlemen. We cannot rely. You can't go that way. Go that. We cannot rely on another team's um basically win or loss to guarantee us the Premier League. We take command of that thing. Win every game, right out. All right.
right,
All right.
we know
Let,
only
let,
can do
let,
that.
let me be more reasonable here. All right. Let me be more reasonable. All right. So the game we scored late in the second half, right? So the
Yeah,
game is draw. 1-1. So none of these guys, the futile attack was not working between the manager and none of these players. They didn't say, all right, you know what? Even though sometimes you have to settle for a point, a point is better than no point. One
yeah,
point better than no point. 3 points, perfect. 1 point, all right. these guys didn't say, all right, let us reshuffle our formation and secure the 1 point. That
Yeah.
was easy. That to me would have been the easiest route, you know, instead of taking a total L. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, but you have to think about it, you know. The man never play against 9 or against 10 man. Man City should have win that game by about 6 or 7, you know, brother. You
Yes, they
understand?
should
Especially
have won clearly
I mean, no
with
Leeds. I mean, no Leeds defend to them to the tilt today. I can't
yes.
understand that. Leeds defend to the tilt today. But honestly, me there nine people in army today. I watched the game from my phone and I say, yo, we don't even want to watch it no more because the second me know them that will score. And when them score the first goal, I say that you know, Man City will
To be
score and
honest,
just win it
to
off.
be honest, I actually stopped watching the game shortly after the first. I mean, shortly after we equalized. Then
Yeah.
I got a notification on my phone that them man score back a goal. And I'm like, in what 93 minutes?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's sweet man.
You know
It's
how
sweet man.
infuriating that is.
Yo, and may I show you how? May I show you how? You see the goal that them score?
Yeah.
Honestly, at the same goal. It's similar to how Luke Shaw score against Man City. It come from the keeper, throw to the left flank, and Man City just never settle. They never get in a
Mm-hmm.
position. One pass for the
Mm-hmm.
flank, one in the middle, one down the middle, and then boom, them score. And Man City, because they never get back in a position, John Stones a ball watch, right?
You
And
see, John Stones. All right. Sometimes I'm like and I
we
mean
just
I'm on the
we just
outside
hope John
looking in.
Stones. We just hope the real John Stones come back because honestly, no want to know fault. I tweet it today and I say, yo,
Yeah,
this might be the start of Man City just a fault of the next 5 or 6 games. I need a 2 draw and 1 last round, you know. That's all I
yeah.
need. I mean, a
See
Manchester United just have to win them games.
that you see, but
Win
you
them
see the
games.
thing is if we want to establish our dominance, right?
Yeah,
We cannot rely on that. We have to
exactly.
win everything. We have to totally win it. Even if we
I
win it
mean,
by a point and lock it down.
I'm
That's what
kind of
I'm saying.
glad. I'm kind of glad Pep mind up on the Champions League because that's how we really want to win, you know. And
I mean, that's
we
true.
glad,
That's true.
we glad they
I get
mind up
that.
on it. So hopefully, Manchester United can sneak up and get them. But we could talk a little bit about tomorrow game with Manchester United and Tottenham because
Yeah,
we
yeah,
know
yeah.
we know Jose will come and with him school bus in JUTC and park it tomorrow, see?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna be if all that money were neutral, it's gonna be a decent game. But for me, I feel like the only way we are gonna be able to beat them, man, is if the way we've been playing for the past couple of games,
Yeah.
we're not gonna be able to beat them, man. We have to pass the
Wait,
ball
wait, wait, right,
faster
right,
than
right.
them.
All right, two things. Is Son still injured?
No, he come back in our last game and play the last game and play. He come on like in our last 15 or so minutes.
Okay. Woo.
So him not that injured. I think he might go start. Him and Hurricane should have go start. I don't think them might play Gareth Bale much anymore because of what him say about
Hey,
him
hey,
using
hey.
them as a training ground.
Garrett Bale need to bail out of that team. Man
What?
provide nothing. But hold on. All right, is Rashford 100%?
No, Rashford has never been 100%, bro. Rashford hasn't been 100% since last year.
Yeah.
Since he come back from lockdown, he's always trying to play with an injury. And Solskjaer always a play. Come and he not substitute him unless he's dead. Like if Rashford
All
in
right.
the picture, they not take him
Yeah.
off.
All right.
Yeah.
So listen to this, right? I'm gonna revert back to City a little bit, then come right back to United, and I'm gonna tie it all in. So basically, um, if we won this game, we would, basically stretch our legs, right?
Yeah.
No, we didn't win. Also, winning games builds team morale. Bro, why would I ever play to lose? Who does that? Nobody does that.
Nobody does that.
Now back to United. So United also as you guys have the second leg of the Europa this week.
Yeah, we are lead 2
Or
love.
you guys get a break?
We have a second leg. We have this Thursday. And we are lead 2 love. And like three
Hold on,
three out.
my sound just cut out. I don't know
So
what happened just now.
You can hear me?
Hold on 1 second.
Alright.
You can hear me?
Yeah man, we can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Yeah, my sound just cut out. Somebody interrupt me with a phone call. But listen to this real quick, right? So wait, does United have the second leg of Europa this week?
Yeah, man, we have the second leg this week.
All right. So
We have the
listen to
second leg
this.
this week.
Look how this get crazy. So we know the rivalry against Tottenham is hot, right?
Yeah.
But also United has a chance in the Europa. But United also are trying to keep the pressure on City. So
Yeah.
who only go start?
Yo, only gonna go start the same team 100%. Them start every week. Him not first of all, him not have the option to switch option. Only gonna Solskjaer don't have the option. It's not like him have a big squad.
That's true.
Man City. So
No,
Fernandez gonna start.
He has the
Luke
options to
Shaw go
switch it up,
start.
but he gonna switch and get the trash from under the bench.
Exactly. We can't play the man with on the bench. You can't play
Yeah.
like Fernandez at the start. He probably start Daniel James, right? We know say Luke Shaw, that Harry Maguire, what I man them go start. I'm gonna tell you who them go start tomorrow. Massa Henderson a goal, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, and Lindelof. Then them go play Fred, and them go play Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. Then him go play. Greenwood been playing a whole lot of games lately.
Yeah.
So he might play Cavani from the start, and him definitely go play Rashford, and he might play either Greenwood or Dan James up there with them. That's how we're going to play tomorrow. See? And the thing is, it kind of different because Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, and Scott McTominay can't play this Thursday. Them get suspended for the game this Thursday. So them can't play all out, bust a gut, because they're going to rest for the rest of the week. You understand? So it's kind of different in that regard. But we are League 2 love. You understand? And we are playing against Granada, which should be an easy win. But Ramon said, like Ramon Asburn said, if we start slow tomorrow, we're going to get in trouble. And that's definitely true. Because tomorrow when the man them start play, if them just move the ball fast, they're not going to break down Mourinho boss. You have to move the ball fast and get them out of position. Like last game we play against them, we get a penalty in their first minute.
Also, I would to be honest, I mean, I'm never one of them biased type of ball. I want a good ball game right through. But listen to this. If United ever start that game on the back foot and let Tottenham get a hole and start the pressure early out, United gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, and lately the football of Manchester United has been playing is just been slow. The ball game been too slow. Like the man now, like Harry Maguire will get the ball and I miggle and take 4 or 5 touches before he put it on the flank.
And that's the next thing. You see that big mother effer name Harry Maguire. So that man need to do something. That man need to put some pep in his step. Because even the Europa game you guys played. Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, if I was a United fan, I would be mad at that man.
Yo,
it's just because the other team was just some.
The reason why teams like Liverpool, not so much so this season, but all the last season, and Man City's been doing this for the past 5 or 10 years, bro, is that they've been breaking down teams with low blocks because they move the ball fast. See?
Yeah.
Man City move the ball fast. When a team have a low block and them sit down with 6 players behind the ball, in order for you to get them out of position, once you get the ball at the midfield and the defensive midfielder come to tackle you, and you push the ball to the flank, you taking 3 or 4 or 5 touches at the ball right here, so only means that you're going to reshuffle and get back in position, and then it's harder for you to break them down unless it's a mistake. The ball game is too slow, as the coach Minzy over here said right in the comments, said the ball game definitely too slow. You must move the ball fast, son.
And the next thing, if Harry Maguire do any of that foolishness against Tottenham, if he does that it's like he get the ball and he's not sure whether he want pass it, he want shift the man, or he want out it. Right. You cannot be stuck in like 3, 4, 5 minds. You are a defender. You have one job: defend. Don't ever you think you're an outfielder. You see me? Now this is the next thing. If he ever do any of that foolishness against Son or Hurricane, United gonna get punished.
But so we could talk about Spurs then, because we're talking about all of the ills of Manchester United. And we know Manchester United are what? Second in the league. Spurs, remember when Spurs did a fly high and Harry Kane and Sandy that give each other assists and goals every 5 seconds in the league. But when you look back on that, Zane, and you look back on that period, everybody that said, oh, Mourinho that go win the game. And remember making a video and say, there's no way Mourinho can win this league with that type of football. Because they don't really play pragmatic football, right? Where they play is just some lame, like parking the bus football and hoping and get a break. See, it's like Sham, we lose Sham, but we talk to the people anyway. Man like Raman, I'm back. Sham is back, so I had it back to the team. So yeah, it earlier in the season when Tottenham made that play well, them just that play some park the bus, get to Harry Kane or Son, and hopefully something happen. And it worked for the first 10 games of the season, but after that, things start to falter. And that is exactly why we're seeing them the way they are right now. And the whole club look like it's in shambles.
All right, let me tell you, we can, this is not a professional, professional setting, so we can talk trash. You know what happened? Mourinho start using mouth.
You start complaining about penalties and all sorts of
No,
stuff.
you start using mouth. Once Mourinho start doing this, it's a wrap. But honestly though, I actually thought this season would have been closer than it is. It is close in some respects, like 4th and 5th place. 4th and 5th place going to be tight. Third place kind of tight. But I think Leicester going to give up that. Well, let me tell you, cheese and bread. One more person called me and said, so let me tell you something. Tottenham, matter of fact, it depends. The team tomorrow depends on what mindset they are in. Because we know there's a whole heap of things going on over there.
Yeah.
So Mourinho can put out his best 11, but what mindset are they in?
I don't know. It's kind of rough because you have to remember, say, them drop out of the Europa League really, really badly. They look like they must struggle to make top 4, and then man like Harry Kane, I threaten to leave if them to make top 4. Zine, how them hold on to them big ball and pay them big wages there if them don't make the top 4. So I don't know if the spirit, and then Mourinho I come out and attack in the media, I cuss off the man them, which is what him do at every team whenever him team not perform. So it always it comes down to the spirit within the squad. Are these men gonna run for him? Are these men gonna actually play for him? When them see a 50-50, and them say the European Championship will come up, should I run into this 50-50 for Mourinho? Or if we lose, I go straight into the media and tell them say the team not good.
Yeah.
So we have to worry about we have to think about Tottenham frame of mind at this point. But we can only focus on my team. And we know when we pull up tomorrow, a revenge may go back for cars. Don't think we forgot about the 6-1 of them give it. When time we play with 10 man. Don't think we forgot. We kind of mitigate it with the 9 where we're dropping up. Because we drop a 9 on one side, but still, we still have go back more on the revenge. And the 3 points are more important there because every time we get an opportunity to cut the gap on City, we not take it.
Sure.
3 points are important, dog. Like, drop the 14 there to 11, and then win the next one and drop the 11 there to 8, and then make City use them and breathe down the neck back. You understand?
But you know what? I actually welcome the pressure. I welcome it because I have been a supporter of City for some time now. You see, I'm not one of the new people, but these guys tend to get comfortable when they think that they're on top of the world, and that is exactly what happened today. And City has this style where it's never just one ball game of trash. It's usually 2 or 3. So hopefully they just get today's last out the system.
So Raman said whoever is playing holding midfield for you tomorrow has to pick up Harry Kane when he drop in the midfield to get the ball. And that's a given for real, like whenever Harry Kane dropping at the middle, because the same always coming up, pick up the ball in the middle and then try connect with the team. We have to have somebody in there willing to disrupt the play. Because we know that when more times than not when them attack, Harry Kane are gonna be the vocal point of it, and then them try bring in Bailey and try bring in Son and the thing as well. So at some point, I don't know if Fred have a bad game, the entire team have a bad game. And Fred stressed me out completely. I bring in the coach real quick, make him tell me what I think about the game tomorrow. Big man, coach is Dex. Big up yourself, you know, coach means say, what go on?
Coach, you're live, what up?
You mute.
You're live.
You hear me?
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. What go on?
Yeah,
man.
Me did hear a whole lot of feedback a while ago. That's why I did ask.
Yeah, man. So when I say, Raman, I say whoever playing at the midfield tomorrow have to step back and pick up Hurricane. So what you think about the game tomorrow and how you think Manchester United can get past Tottenham? Shami, you hear me?
Me hear you, me. I give coach time to respond.
Yeah, I wonder if you hear me.
I don't know, yeah.
Me hear the question, like it repeat itself. I don't know what go on.
Probably I'm here echo.
Yeah, you hear me?
Me hear you, man.
Yeah, me hear you, man.
Oh, you know, me just get the echo. I mute my mic still.
Okay. Me hear the question, like see me I hear myself 2 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
on YouTube.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, me hear you, man. You probably have to fix it and follow back. And get a feedback to myself. So what me I say is, they say Fred have a bad game. I'll make a coach talk about it when he come back to it. But
yeah,
Fred
man,
have a bad game.
Good, you know.
Yeah.
Man.
Alright.
Manners
So
are respect.
Manners. What do you think about the thing tomorrow in terms of Fred coming in tomorrow and the actual team where you'd like to see Man United pick and how we can get past Tottenham tomorrow?
Let me tell you something. Yesterday game that got tough tomorrow because you see Mourinho, because Man Utd the last team him leave and him did have some concern. Him I go want to prove, you know. Mourinho I go want to prove against Manchester United tomorrow. So it might be a situation where kind of hard to say, but it might be a situation where we fall under pressure and it might be a nil-all draw, or we lose the game. Because when you look on it, you know, Mourinho might be a better tactician than a Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And I don't think we have the enough firepower really to stand up against Tottenham silky football game. And it's that silky is not really more so because of Mourinho, and it's really because of the type of players that are there. And them actually used to play a type of ball game before. Kane is gonna be a tough one to stop. The false 9 rule, if you play that tomorrow again, it's gonna be tough. Yeah. But all in all, it's gonna be a tough game for it. It's gonna be a defining game because if we lose the game or if we drop points, then what happened to City today, it don't make no sense.
Exactly. I see it me as it too. So we're talking about Fred. Alright, go on, where's the shot? No,
I'm gonna chime in, right. I'll look a bit to what the quote said. Hurricane in that falls 9, it is lethal, especially if he draws the United defenders out of position and gives Son the run. Let me tell you something, man's gonna get punished, but I feel like the game gonna be the pace of the game gonna be dictated on how United come right out the gate. United come out the gate on the back leg, cheese and peas, it's gonna be problem. You see me? Throw off the energy of the game, the game and all of them things. It depends on how United come out the gate. Because I know this game, even though the rivalry up top is hot, right? We love them type of thing. But this game means more to Mourinho than it actually means to them Tottenham folk.
Definitely.
But the thing is that I don't feel like with the discord that is going on over Tottenham right now, that is going to transfer through the players to the player. I don't feel so.
No.
Because here's what I want with Mourinho. I mean, they talk about it earlier, too. It's like whenever Mourinho go to a team, him start off well, and then things start go down the drain, and then after a while, him start talk bad about him teams, and then everything just go down, just drop. Like same thing happened at Real Madrid, same thing happened at Chelsea twice.
Film style.
Yeah, and it happened at Tottenham too, like. And it happened at Man Utd too. Yeah, so
Pogba kick off and all.
Him and Pogba kick off. He want to sell Anthony Martial. A whole lot of things happen when Mourinho because he's not getting his own way. You understand? You remember when your mother used to say, you're not get your own way, you go like you're bad people. I saw the boy Mourinho him carry on. So I don't think for a second that tomorrow is going to be it's not going to be an easy game, but Tottenham is not the same Tottenham that it was in the first 10 games of the season. Zane, and you're right. If the game start tomorrow and Manchester United can get off on the front foot and move the ball fast, because that's what we are gonna need, you know. Like them have man like Sanchez in them back line and what name Eric Dyer, right? If we move the ball fast, bro, all of them move the ball fast and get it up in them face, and Pogba will be essential tomorrow, too, man. We didn't even talk about Bruno, because we know Bruno can offer.
Rome, do we have any person in the middle of the park that can move the ball that fast? Pogba slow, Fred slow. If we have McTominay memes, him have a little bit more impetus than all of them. But I mean,
it's so to me when you say move the ball fast, you know, coach, it's not necessarily for them speed the players speed themselves, you know. It's just that when you get the ball in the midfield, you're taking 2 or 3 touches, turning here, turning there, and then
you know that, but that's why I say because at their type of play, physically,
right.
They want to hold on the ball because they're slow naturally. So them not think about to move the ball as quickly as possible. 1,
exactly.
2, bam, bam. I remember and many times you want to play 1, 2, you know, but you can't because you're slow. So it really add up.
I think that's the only way we can get past these, man. If we move the ball fast from midfield to forward and don't give them time to settle and get in a position.
Well, the next thing is you see that that gazelle in a Migla United field named Paul Pogba. Yeah, man, they need to do better. You hear me?
Yeah,
you see them long lanky play the way him have. Him need to make them look a bit more rapid because if him you see the thing is again, you know. Everybody has to be working as one. If that man ever go on with one of them things that when control the ball and want to turn and look and make Tottenham get the ball off of him foot and start the counter attack, it's a wrap. You see me? Because you see as soon as he get the ball, Fred, Harry Mag, Luke Shaw, everybody start go upfield. You see me? Come on, man. Man need to and I see this. I see his play getting slower and slower and slower, and the pass them getting sloppy. Yes, he has a couple brilliant moments. To be honest, nobody is perfect, even a professional baller. But I would like at least 6 to 7 perfect ball. This is just a random ratio. 6 to 7 perfect ball over maybe 4 or 5 perfect ball out of 10.
Right.
You see me? Them kind of odds make more sense.
So let me ask you this about Tottenham now. Do you guys think Harry Kane is going to be there next season? You think he should stay there next season? Coach,
I feel like he should stay. I feel like he should stay. Because all right, you know what? You see, I come from the era where a baller, I mean, you have a couple people who change clubs, and I mean, nobody started out. Most of these ballers didn't start out at the club originally, but I feel like you should establish your legacy at Tottenham and just go right through with it. Because personally, Harry Kane's a great baller. I wouldn't want him at City if I supported any other club. I just don't like these ballers jumping from.
Correction. He's a good baller, not a great baller.
He's a he's a good baller, but I just don't see the sense of you jumping from this club to that club to that club. But it's still at Tottenham, right? And actually I feel like the ballers, even though they are paid to play ball and not the managers, they should have some kind of influence on, you know, the other players. Like, bro, bring out the best out of your team. Don't go nowhere. Stay at Tottenham.
Yeah, but all right, coach, what do you think? You think Harry Maguire should, Harry Kane should stay or should he go?
All right. In the past, you have ballers like Dimitri Berbatov, who was playing at Tottenham, doing pretty well, but they weren't able to bring home silverware, and he made the switch to Manchester United, and things happened for him. You know what I mean? I believe Harry has been at Tottenham for quite a while. I believe that he's at the time of his career now where he wants to achieve some of the goals that he would have set out as a footballer in his younger years. You know what I mean? And staying at Tottenham, I don't think it would allow that those objectives being met. So I mean, yeah, I remember, you know, it's a workplace. It's a workplace.
I true that.
And if there's a department that is recruiting you for your services, I mean, you want upward mobility. You know what I mean? So it is good for him to take up the opportunity to play somewhere else, you know, just to maximize his full potential in a quote unquote a bigger club. Wherever he goes, whether Real Madrid or a Man U or a City, then definitely you couldn't kill him for that.
All right, so here's my point on this now. And Shami, I'm gonna get back to you guys. You know you have about that. But to me, a footballer's legacy, as you say, is not the club where he play for, is where he achieve. Just like you see him both coming out with all of those gold medal fight, Michael Phelps, the secondary portion of him representing America. But the first thing is that him are the greatest swimmer of all time because he wins so much things. See, you know, man, like Alan Shearer play for Newcastle. I think that was one trophy ever winning in my life. And Alan Shearer probably one of the greatest strikers for playing at the Prem, right? But you remember one like Wayne Rooney will win every single trophy that he should be winning or could available for him to win. Remember Van Persie? Van Persie played for Arsenal much years. Don't win a thing. And then he come on Man Utd the next year and win the Premier League and Arsenal end up and give him a guard while them come up and the field and stand up and clap him. You understand? You know how embarrassing that was? Just because you need to win a trophy now. Harry Kane have the potential. Him definitely going to be England's greatest goal scorer internationally. But if he stay at Tottenham, the only thing you're going to get is a stand near my five in a Tottenham stadium. That
logic there, it is quite sound. You see me? But does not feel like him to switch for another Premier League.
Like from a rival point of view, Mood don't want Harry Kane go no other Premier League side except for Manchester United.
Sure.
We can tell you that right now because we know how deadly he is. I mean, we need a striker. A lot of people ask me, you know, would I prefer Harry Kane or Haaland? I mean, I tell you right now.
No. If you're doing a comparison like that, Harry Kane hands down. You see me?
Right.
If you're doing because again, he's a proven baller. You see me? I feel like Haaland, him no mature.
If Tottenham are going to sell him, which we know he want to leave, I'd rather them send him to Real Madrid like what them do to Gareth Bale. Make the Spanish people boo him. I don't want him in the Premier. I don't want him playing for Man City. I do not want that. Because last year when Liverpool get Thiago, I say, Liverpool just improve their midfield with Thiago. Them are going to kill the league. I mean, see how that work out? Right now, them they're fifth and also staying at Europa League. Thiago wasn't as effective as we thought he would be because in all of them are coming at the Premier League. Man City getting Harry Kane, which means Harry Kane now 28, 29, in their nine prime, plus him a proven Premier League striker, winning much golden boot. There's no way Man City now going to improve because of that. Them just feed the ball on a platter field.
No, that man lethal, you know.
Yeah,
that man lethal, you know, and not just with it, not just with the right foot, but with the left foot.
He
can score the head back if he need to.
So I feel like I feel like he's going to leave. I don't know if Manchester United, I don't know if any Premier League club are able to afford him because Tottenham perennially don't like when them cheat with them transferring. That man, me don't know. The man around the club is just. So we know Man Utd not gonna get him. I don't know, and Man City not like buy anything over 60 mil. So this man I go want probably like 120 mil for Harry Kane. So who knows? Who knows? Tomorrow Leicester and West Ham are play, which Leicester I think have a strong chance of making top 4 this season because not Leicester, West Ham. West Ham play really, really well. So me really want to ask Coach Minzy first. Like, speaking of the defensive midfield in Manchester United, do you think Manchester United should get Declan Rice?
Without doubt.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, we need to get him.
All right, so here's what.
But if West Ham make it to the Champions League position, do you think he will go? That's the next question.
That's the next thing. I don't know. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, because Jesse Lingard have played really well since he got on there, right?
I think Jesse to take the opportunity and stay down there.
Exactly. So West Ham saying the other day that they would do anything to keep Jesse Lingard. So I'm saying if you would do anything, if you're that desperate, why don't you just make with scoop up? Yeah. Me give you 40 mil, and you give me Declan Rice so you can keep Jesse Lingard.
Yeah. One moment. Yo, man, I have to go hit the road, so.
Manners.
You see me? Man, energy up, you see me?
Yeah, manners, family.
Yeah.
Chap, me not touch you tomorrow, me have Jules here.
Bruh.
Not touch you tomorrow, man.
Next week. All
right, family. Bless up.
Yep.
Yeah, so, Coach, me that say it's the best way if we get past this transfer market. If we ever get Declan Rice, we just give them Jesse Lingard because he might play well, he might do really well, and they want him down there, so they might as well.
Yeah, for real.
Because that one hole we can clog up in the midfield. Because McTominay and Fred now hold it in the midfield as a defensive midfielder.
Yeah, them not they have served well, but I mean, the quality is not really there. But when you look at it, for the many issues that we have, and we're still like second in the league. That is something impressive to speak about.
Yeah.
Even though luck sometimes work in football, we have had a string of lucks. So definitely it's
something to speak about for real.
Yeah, man.
The fact that way. And then we dropped so much points. If you think about the Sheffield United game, the Crystal Palace game, the Everton game where we had 2 love. So the fact that we dropped so many silly points and we still are the only team to lose less than 5 games this season. We draw a whole heap of games, of course. But I feel like, the fact that we're the second and we have an option or a possibility to drop the lead of Man City after 8 points, I feel like you can say it's a good season. But with the players that we have, if we can improve on that, then it'll be a great season. What do you think? Give me 3 players you think Manchester United should sign this season, this summer.
We need a defender. Varane.
Yeah.
Declan Rice. Sancho or Haaland.
All right. Me agree with everything you say except for the Haaland part. We don't really want. It's not like we don't want Haaland. We know it's going to be extremely difficult to get him because of Riola. I mean, it's going to be extremely expensive to get him. And Manchester United not have them kind of money there, right? If we can drop 40 mil plus Jesse Lingard for Declan Rice, then that would be a great opportunity. Yeah. Drop a 80 mil to get Jadon Sancho because Borussia Dortmund can't ask 120 mil anymore, right? And then Varane going to him last year in contract at Real Madrid, so he might come on a cheap as well. Definitely, if you're going to get a defender, I would have liked Varane. Would have liked Varane, but the other midfielder, the other defender I would have really want is Alaba. We know him in schedule for go Real Madrid, but would have definitely want Alaba because Alaba works for him in 2 different ways. Because Alaba can play in a defensive midfield role too. At the same place sometimes, like he might play another role for Bayern Munich the other day. So Alaba left-footed as well. So if we can get Alaba for stand up like that, if we don't get like Declan Rice, Alaba will be a perfect pick. But you have another defensive midfielder we would have go for the youth from Brighton, name Yves Basuma. The youth they're playing at defensive midfield. It's similar to Declan Rice, with a baller, man.
See, Rahman put him up there.
Yeah, man.
Sancho, Kane and Basuma.
Yeah, man. Rahman, your football, man.
Hey, may I watch a championship game yesterday too in a room. You see youth when name again. He play for Watford. The right winger there. What him name again, man?
For Watford. Oh, sorry, his mother sorry.
Yeah.
Boy, body up. So,
Why we couldn't even think about a baller like that?
so like Manchester United was linked with him a while back, like when he did, because he was playing last season in the Prem with Neeks. Big up yourself, hey, Coach Minzy, Neeks Sports. When you check out Neeks Sports, is a Caribbean descent man living in England, working, doing his thing. Him always there on the photo on the football terrace. I'm one of the hosts on the football terrace.
Right, man, I'll check.
Nick,
I look for
Nick
him right
Sports.
now. Nick
Yeah, man,
Sports and him.
Nick Sports. Yeah, man, check out the YouTube channel. This man, I one of the stalwart for the football terrace. Big YouTuber. He talk about football, cricket, anything have to do with sports. A big up yourself, Nicks. So yeah, Sarr was playing for Watford. Remember when Liverpool lost the game last season when they never had lose and then the first team beat them? Sarr nasty them up last season.
Yeah, man, and then they don't want him to,
Yeah, then it's just Watford never was sell him, and in the kind of I was watching Watford a lot this season. Because James Garner that played for them in the first half of the season, the Man United youngster, and he wasn't playing as well, but in catch on under this new coach and him killing it down there and Jano. When him come up this if you have another good season, him definitely not gonna stay at Watford next season. Promise you that. But yeah, but I don't think we need a player like Sarr, right? Because we have the new player that we bought, that what name? Amad Diallo. Yep, that little boy wassy, That little boy is very, very wassy. And I'm looking forward to see Amad Diallo touch it and play some good football. We have another youth named Pelestri we can play up on the right side as well. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Nick said, Rafinha Neto are good talented figures. Yeah, Rafinha and Neto. So Rafinha is very, very skillful. And I see a lot of things on Twitter, people talking about maybe Bruno can convince Rafinha to join Manchester United. No, Bruno and Rafinha used to play together in Sporting Lisbon, right? And Rafinha full of skills. Not too sure about his end product, but getting to that point, his end product is almost as frustrating as Rashford at times. But we know that they have the ability to do well and be very, very good. But I don't know if Manchester United will go for people like for Rafinha, or even Pedro Neto, because we know the people that run in the club at this point, bro. They want to go for the big money signings. You understand? Which is why they're hanging all the coattails on Sancho, because Sancho not only appeases the fans, but Sancho bringing a lot of money to coach. You understand? So I would love to see Pedro Neto at Manchester United, right? But dealing with another English club trying to get another English baller, and not an English baller, but an English-based footballer is going to be expensive. They're going to double charge for Pedro Neto. Double charge for Rafinha.
That's true.
You understand? And plus, it'll be more difficult to get Rafinha out of Leeds because he just started to join them last year, which means he probably have 3 or 4 years left on his contract. It'll be so difficult to get him out of Leeds. And buying a player from Leeds is like buying a player from Man City. Nick knows this. Manchester United and fans and Leeds fans are not really friends.
Them on a friend. Incidentally, at this week we get the story from a rooted and grounded Leeds fan.
Yeah.
Man, tell me say that story that I'm gonna talk about next time, but them not
really got together, man. Manchester United and Leeds fan, and it's deeper than Man City, and almost as deep as Liverpool. Almost as deep as
Leeds a big club,
Yeah. Leeds are on the league at 1 point.
Yeah, man. So
kind of rough.
Nick's a Man U fan too.
Yeah, man. Nick's a Manchester United fan.
Big up.
As you say, Nick's on the football terrace on a regular basis. One of the coolest youth we know. Nick's one of the band that big me up. I don't know if you remember, but I did make a video about Kai Havertz at one point, right? Because Chelsea win today, so we might as well talk about them. At one point, I made a video about Kai Havertz, and we go on the football terrace, argue with one man about this because Lampard used to always play Kai Havertz as a number 10 or on the right hand at the right wing. And we go on the football terrace and telling these man, like, listen, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Kai Havertz or Shai Havertz should never be playing on those positions. The man should be playing as a fast 9. And then them laugh me to scorn, bro. These Chelsea fans thinking that they know about what they talk, they know about the team, and they're not wanting to take any sort of criticism. And as soon as the new coach come, guess what? The man put Shai Havertz at the fast 9 and see him score today, and he's been playing very, very well. So I don't know, bro. Them never know. See, Nick's telling them Havertz as the fast 9 again today. They never know. Look here. Apparently Arsenal want Lingard on loan. Nah, bro. Nah. Nicks, honestly, I don't think we should sell Lingard to Arsenal.
Would I prefer give him to West Ham?
Yeah, man. Give him to West Ham and give West Ham a 40 mil to get Declan Rice. I think that's the only move Lingard should make right now. That's a better deal for me.
Yeah.
Giving him to Arsenal for 30 mil.
I go strengthen Arsenal for we.
Right. I know Lingard loving life right now in London, but why would he move from 5th position to 10th? You understand? Arsenal are probably the 11th right now. There's no sense in that right now, leagues. But if the only option is to sell him, double the price. I would say give him 45 mil leagues. 45 mil for Lingard to Arsenal. If not, give it to West Ham, Declan Rice, 40 mil, and we're good on that. Next, let me introduce you to the big man, and this is Coach Minzy. He's a Jamaican-based Coach's Desk YouTube channel. Man, I grew him thing big, talking about all things Jamaicans in terms of sports. So, Nix, if you need the inside info with the Gold Cup coming up, with the World Cup qualifiers coming up, this man have all the links of all the Jamaican players, all the Jamaican-based players, all the players that live in England who are potentially going to play for Jamaica. This man have all the links, track and field, anything you have to do with Jamaican sports. You need to link up because we know you deal with sports on a worldwide basis, cricket, whatever. When you get the link, man, do the thing.
I'm just subscribe to him channel,
man. Mad. So I will try to game on tomorrow. Yeah, we'll talk about Leicester game tomorrow. Arsenal playing, but I don't know if anyone cares about Arsenal anymore. Does anybody care about Arsenal anymore, Coach? I don't really think so. I don't really think so. Man, big up yourself, Nick. Thanks for the support, yes. Bless up yourself.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Bless up yourself and family. So, Coach, what time are you going live tonight?
Go live 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock my time.
So, what? 30 minutes from now, tops?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Cause I realize that the time changed, so I know I'm going too late. I used to go on like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So yeah, I make it go. Now I go start with 7 now. I mean, get some time for rest though, because
if you get some sleep.
Yeah.
Jack can feel his back on too, man. A lot of people Jack can feel over here back on. So when I'm friending following a lot of track and field and indoor and outdoor.
Yeah, man, I just want some fast time run to the bike. Shari Richardson.
Yeah.
Good athlete. She seemed to be the next gen in terms of track and field, Gen Z. So I mean,
yeah, can't fight that, you know?
Yeah, she look good. And you have people like Candace Hill really coming back, and some others little.
Yeah.
100, she ran 49 today. So I mean, some good things happening in track and field as well. That was at the Florida Miramar game classics today.
Nice. I look forward. More and get back in it, you know. From leave college, Coach. We stop for the track and field.
Yeah.
Thinking about it just give me a bag of trauma because the training was so rough, bro. I can't remember a training we leave and I vomit myself, son. It was rough. Over here, the tough and I cold. See, Raman, I talk about military Gooner. You know what we do? If Arsenal and Manchester United make the the Europa League final, me a military Gooner need to do a watch along, you know. Me and Gooner need to do a watch along if Arsenal make the Europa
Yeah,
League
yeah,
final.
for real.
I got link
That would
him, make him
that would have epic.
cause more sit down and watch him a ball about Aubameyang and all of them waste man there. You watch the last game? You watch the game when them try the other day? Me say, when boy the name? Lacazette, lack of threat, waste man, Laka. Whatever you want to call him. Lacazette got one-on-one, son. Him, the keeper, and God. Somehow he miss it. I don't know how, I don't know why, but Lacazette, there's no way you should be paid so much money to be playing football and missing that goal. No way. Him thief the ball from the last defender at the half line. Him dribble the ball from the half line to the edge of the box and just him and the keeper and kick it on the post. Waste man Lacazette, bro. So laughing at Arsenal has been a pleasure this season. Watching Liverpool constantly lose has been a pleasure this season. So, can't hear you mute.
What a game this morning. At the depth, man, them just trent it up.
Last minute. A long time Liverpool don't win a Anfield, you know, from December. Them don't win a Anfield.
Yeah, me feel it for Aston Villa still, you know, but it's the nature of the game still. Because them deserve a point out of the game.
Yes, definitely. Them definitely deserve a point out of the game. And honestly, me never want Liverpool get a point either. As a man who really don't want Liverpool win a single game, I was disappointed when we see the game in 2-1. Very, very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. But that's all I've got. Raman, did I watch the game? Raman said him curl it now in the corner. I said, yo, Arsenal created so much chances in that goal. And I feel like this team I go kick out Arsenal in the next round. Because I'm play Arsenal Thursday, you know, this coming Thursday. And the amount of chances these man get the man get in that game and that's way. If them draw nil right now, Arsenal out. Because the man them have a away goal. So who knows? Coach, thank you so much for joining on the thing. We're gonna cut it off right now.
Yeah, man, no problem, bro.
Raman, big up yourself, you know, Neats, big up yourself for joining on the thing. Yeah.
And Neats,
Let's
big
see.
up.
I go look some food and then link up when you get from your live and join in on the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, man, big up, man.
People, thank you so much for joining. Make sure you drop a like on the video. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Remember, take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wear a mask in these trying times. Rome signing out. Thanks for watching the fourth official. Manners.